What's up, guys? Teddy Striker here, and after UFC 299, Dustin Poirier is in a great spot. A bunch of lightweights are going to fight next month at UFC 300. Oliveira is fighting Arman Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje is fighting Max Holloway, and Islam is looking to fight in June. And I made a video earlier saying that he's probably only going to fight once this year because all these guys were booked, and I wasn't sure if Dustin Poirier was going to win this fight. And if he did, I didn't know if the UFC was gonna, push him to a title shot versus Makhachev, but they've both said they both showed interest in the fight. This is a fresh matchup in the lightweight division, and I think that this is the fight that should be next. Dustin Poirier, Makhachev in June, it's perfect. You could probably do Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards on that card as well, but that fight, who knows if it's going to happen or not. They might save it for another day. But this is a perfect fight to go to Saudi Arabia. Islam, he's great. He's improving, obviously. He knocked out Alexander Volkanovski in his last fight. But in my opinion, I think in this fight, he's really going to want to grapple with Dustin Poirier. Because for one, Dustin Poirier, he's been in there with a lot of great grapplers. Obviously, he fought Khabib and lost. He fought Oliveira and got submitted on the ground. And he fought Benoit Saint-Denis, who, he's a strong grappler. And, Dustin was able to get out of some bad positions. And for the most part, he was defending a lot of takedowns. But he was jumping the guillotines. And that's why he got taken, or he was ended up on the ground in a lot of cases. And I think versus Islam, I think that he can defend his takedowns. We've seen that Islam struggle with Thiago Moises, and Thiago Moises isn't the best grappler. And we've seen what happened when Thiago Moises fought Benoit Saint-Denis. So we kind of got some reference there. And whereas Poirier, he was getting taken down, but he was able to stay calm and survive on the ground against this guy. And, Islam, obviously, he struggled a bit with Drew Dober, but he eventually got the finish. Then he struggled with Alexander Volkanovski. And the thing about Islam is, he can't take you down, but the question is, is he going to finish you? And I don't think he's going to finish him. Obviously, he has the ability to. Actually, I shouldn't say I don't think he's not going to finish him, but he can. It's just that it's going to take some time. Obviously, with Oliveira, he submitted him pretty quick because he got a knockdown. And then, he was able to just pass Oliveira's guard very quickly. So I take that back. He is dangerous on the ground. Alexander Volkanovski, obviously, he's very durable on the ground. You've seen that in the Brian Ortega fight. And he did submit Thiago Moises. It was a bit later, but Moises is a submission grappler. I think, though, that Benoit Saint-Denis, he finished Moises in the third round. I'm not sure if it was by a TKO or submission, but yeah, he did it slightly quicker than Islam. But again, styles make fights. So Islam is still going to be dangerous on the ground for Dustin, but at this point in Dustin's career, he's seen it all, right? He's seen a bunch of these guys. He's got a ton of experience. And I don't mind his chances in this fight. I know that obviously Islam's going to be a big favorite, as he should, and I think that he's going to probably win this fight right now, but I think that Dustin, if he can keep this fight on the feet, and if he doesn't jump guillotines, he just turns it into a striking match. I don't mind his chances. The only thing is he's never going to stop doing that. And his takedown defense is pretty good, but, Islam he's got a wide variety of takedown attempts, and he's going to keep going for it until he gets it. He's not going to put it, test it all out right away. He might try to fatigue Dustin a bit and then go for it. But, yeah. On the feet, though, I can definitely see Dustin catch him. Obviously, Islam is very good defensively. But we have seen him get dropped pretty bad by another southpaw who trains at American Top Team. And now, Dustin's training with some good guys. In my opinion, he should honestly just start training with Arman Tsarukyan, because Arman trains at American Top Team too. He's training with Mateusz Gamrot, which is great, but fighting someone training with someone like Arman Tsarukyan to prepare for Islam would be really great, especially for the grappling and the ground game. against Islam, it's gonna be great. But yeah, the striking, I think, as long as Dustin, you know what, I think he'll find some openings on Islam. Even though Islam, he did he showed some good defense and he did knock out Volk on the feet. I still think there's those openings. Like if you look at the Oliveira fight, there's one point where Islam, like, he was getting pressured and then he threw like a combination of shots, and like it was like a wide uppercut. It was like a bolo uppercut with like these wide hooks. And then like I was like, at that, like, watching live, I was like, okay, Oliveira's gonna catch him at some point because he left so many openings. And when you pressure him up against the fence like Alexander Volkanovski did, he kind of gets jittery and like he'll jump all over the place. And his defense, like, if you throw in combinations, I think you can get some shots off. Because what he'll do is he'll just like back up, circle out, and then throw like a check hook or something like that. But Dustin Poirier is a southpaw, so that exit is not gonna be as effective. And obviously, Dustin has done really well against other southpaws in his career. And the thing is, he, like, when Islam's gonna throw that check hook, Dustin Poirier can just throw like 1-2. Like, we've seen plenty of examples of this, like the way Sean Strickland dropped Israel Adesanya, the way Kamaru Usman knocked out Jorge Masvidal. Just like, you can even pull pull their backhand down and then throw a straight punch, or throw a jab and then throw like an offbeat 1-2. Like, you can do things like that. So I believe that the striking will go to Dustin Poirier. Yeah, I think this is a matchup that's gonna be closer than a lot of people seem to think it is gonna be. I know Dustin Poirier got knocked out by Justin Gaethje, but as we've seen in the Benoit Saint-Denis fight, that hasn't affected his chin that much. Like, Dustin Poirier is going to be defensively responsible. And another big weapon for Islam is that left head kick. But Dustin's the southpaw, so again, it's not gonna be as effective. It's gonna be a bit harder to set up. So Islam is gonna have some problems in this fight, and I will not be surprised if he gets dropped or if he even gets finished by Dustin Poirier. But in this fight, I really hope that Dustin Poirier wins. That'd be great to see a guy like that just win. And then maybe he can retire, because then he'll have accomplished everything he has set out to do for himself in the sport. Yeah, that would just be great to see Dustin hold that undisputed world title. But yeah, anyways, that's all I've got for you. I think this is a great fight. I hope it happens next in June, and I hope Dustin Poirier is ready, and I hope that he wins. But Islam is a monster. My early prediction for him now, I'm going to say Islam wins by decision. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and tune in to the next one. Thank you for watching. Just enjoy this gameplay. It's really, really good.